Welcome to Kyle Anthony's UFC betting show. I am Kyle Anthony, and welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the bet review show for UFC on ESPN +8, Jacare Souza versus Jack Hermansson. We're going to talk about the main event, our best bet play, and our free plays. We're going to get into all of that, but before we do not forget to subscribe, like, get involved in the community. Definitely want to hear what you guys had for this event. Definitely comment down below. Let me know what you guys have. We're going to go over my plays. Not too happy about the performance last night, but we will get into all of that. The first one we're going to talk about is the good news of the night. We had Jack Hermansson to defeat Jacare Souza, and this fight here, tough fight. I know a lot of people definitely like Jacare for all good reasons. For me, it was definitely going to be more on the cardio side. I thought that Jack was really going to be able to kind of null out some of the takedown opportunities and be able to maybe stand and strike and outstrike Jacare standing. Very close fight going into that fifth round. I definitely, think that he is a force to be reckoned with within the division. A guy that, short notice, we saw him actually fight in Philly. He got a win over David Branch, and then he comes out there and beats Jacare. So he's definitely got some momentum here. He's looking for another big fight. Think that he'll get it, but we definitely were able to get that victory on Jack Hermansson. Was not a big play of mine, was not one that I had much exposure on, as we talked about the prediction show. So got a win there, but we're going to talk about the bad side of last night next. So we're going to talk about the best bet play. The best bet play was on Cutelaba versus Teixeira. We had Cutelaba, and this fight here in this one, to go over it very quickly, that first round looked good. I mean, he was out there. He was hurting Glover. Glover was definitely absorbing some big shots. I mean, for a guy that I thought had more of the glass chin, and he has shown that, he's been able to be kind of flash knockdown and those kind of things. I thought that he took some big shots early and fought through it. He fought through some tough adversity. That was what he did against Robertson in his previous fight. Short notice fight. Robertson hurt him, got him to the ground, looked like the fight was going to be over, and then somehow Glover he's great on the ground, using his grappling skills, finishes the fight. And I thought in this situation here that, Cutelaba was going to be able to null out, same kind of situation, null out the takedowns. He was going to be the stronger guy, going to be the bigger guy, definitely going to have more weapons standing, the power shots, and we're just going to be able to really utilize his takedown defense. And he did that perfectly in round one. He looked good, landed big shots, and also, again, Glover just could not get him down. And I felt great after that first round. When that first round was done, I said, you know what? Definitely looked like, going to that second round that Cutelaba was getting a little bit tired, but I liked what I saw there. I figured there was no way he was really going to be able to get Cutelaba to the ground. Going into that second round was looking pretty good. He was landing some nice shots again, fending off the takedowns, and a slip right to the ground. Glover takes, that is a vet that just took advantage of one mess up by his opponent, gets on top of him, and right when he got on top of him, the people that I was with, I said, fight's over. This is the absolute nightmare that Cutelaba was going to be in any situation. Him having Glover on top of him with half of a round left was just an absolute nightmare for him. Glover pushes forward, ended up finishing Cutelaba in that second round. Again, I'm not impressed with what Glover has done. That's really why I went against him after that his previous fight. I think that Glover's kind of heading downward. I think even he didn't really look that good. He's looking slower. Obviously, he's got the grappling credentials to really capitalize in those situations. But I really was not liking what I saw from Glover in previous fights. Even though he got a win out of his last one, I liked the power that was going to be coming from the Hulk and be able to landing some big shots. So did not get that victory there, a loss there, one that I felt really good about early in that fight, and then it did not work out for us. So we ended up getting the loss on our best bet. The other one we're going to talk about, we had John Lineker versus Corey Sandhagen. Now, this was another fight here that looked good early, was another one, first round, Lineker's landing big shots, pushing forward, and it was a great stylistic matchup for Sandhagen because Sandhagen wants to push forward also. So really having an opportunity where you've got Lineker, the power puncher, the stronger guy, looking to really stand toe-to-toe, and that was going to really give a great opportunities for Lineker to land some big shots, and even with the height advantage that Corey Sandhagen had, it was really only about a 3-inch reach advantage, so it wasn't much when it came down to the actual reach part of it. He definitely had the height side of it, and Lineker, great working the body strikes. Didn't work as many body strikes as I would have liked, because there was a lot of heavy shots that were landing up top for Lineker, and then and Sandhagen was blocking some of them, but you could tell part of it was landing, but he was definitely looked like to have the more significant strikes overall on him. And then in that second round, it looked like, Corey got that second round. And then that third round, I actually kind of thought that it was going to be 2-1 Lineker. Maybe I'm being a little biased there because I could bet Lineker, but I thought it was 2-1 when it was going to the decision. When I heard the split, I got a little nervous there. Did not get that victory. Corey Sandhagen comes out with it. He definitely peppered away, though. That was the thing, that the shots that Lineker lands were definitely more damaging than what Sandhagen was doing. But Sandhagen was able to really just stay outside, pepper him with some definitely less damaging shots, but had the volume. He was definitely pouring out more of the volume, but I thought that Lineker was going to be able to get that decision. When it went to the scorecards, I thought that we were going to squeak that one out. And I know a lot of you guys like Lineker too, and it was one that we were talking about in the comment section on the prediction show. Some people on Twitter we were talking about that we all liked. Lineker was going to be a nice spot to it was at about a minus 140. Thought the price tag was pretty good on that as well. But Corey Sandhagen, I'm not that impressed with him still. He's definitely got good footwork. He's got some tools. And if he steps up and fights a guy that's above or better than Lineker, I don't like Corey Sandhagen, to be honest. I know that's obviously depending on who he's fighting and what the odds are and all that, but if he's going to step up in competition, Lineker is tough, and I don't know if he's prepared for that yet. I think Sandhagen needs to get another fight or two. Don't pour him into the top 10 or the top elite guys. Lineker was a big jump up for Corey Sandhagen. He did get the win, but I think overall, I think that that Lineker might have squeaked it out and got the victory, but we end up losing the that fight as well. And then our last one, we ended up not winning as well. And this was another one that all of us seemed to really like. Was Alex Oliveira versus Mike Perry. Now, this fight here was one that, Perry was doing short notice here. We even talked about that he had a horrible weight cut. Mike Perry was talking about the weight cut, saying that it was one of the worst that he has had, that he's getting older. He can't, his body he's not losing the weight that he used to when he was younger. So it just sounded even better going into the fight. And as well as just the tools that Alex Oliveira has. He's good on the ground. He's got a nice stand-up game, well-rounded. Mike Perry, more one-dimensional, has the power, but very one-dimensional. And same thing again, Oliveira early in that fight looked good. I think he was doing too many flashy strikes. I didn't understand. He was doing some wheel kicks, and I think he was exerting way too much energy on some of these big shots than just standing toe-to-toe and really just working his game plan. And then he ended up getting pulled later into that fight, really started getting pulled into a brawl with Mike Perry, which is just the absolute opposite of what you want to do with Mike Perry. You're just in his game. You're in his game, standing toe-to-toe, brawling. I think there was a lot of opportunities there. We could have done a little bit more, work some level changing in there. Alex Oliveira definitely could have done a little bit better with that. I think a lot of that could have really helped him on the scorecards. I thought it was, it was definitely Mike Perry's fight. He won that, no doubt. This wasn't one that I thought could have squeaked out the victory, but I thought in that third round there was definitely more that he could have done to try to get this victory and just win on the points, but he just looked exhausted. And again, I think his energy usage was just not very good against a guy like Mike Perry being pulled into his game plan. So we did not get that victory. This was a terrible showing. I do not hide from my losses. I do not hide from my wins, but this was definitely not a successful night in betting. As I said, we went 1-3 out of those picks, and obviously the best bet on Cutelaba and Oliveira were where I mostly had most of my money on for this card. We did hit Jack Hermanson. that really didn't help us too much, not winning some of these. I had it attached to a couple other plays as well. So there you have it. Let me know what you guys have. Let me know what you guys were betting down in the comments section. We will have the next prediction show up on Thursday. That is between, who is it? It's Iaquinta and Cerrone versus Cerrone. So good fights on there. There's a couple nice fights on there that I'm looking forward to talking about, looking forward to breaking down. Do not forget to subscribe, like this video, get involved in the community, and I will see you on Thursday at the prediction show. And this is Kyle Anthony's UFC betting show, and I'll see you next time.